Here is Brian Winnekins.
From Durand-Arkansaw High School, tonight, boys high school basketball as Durand-Arkansaw hosts Arcadia in a non-conference matchup. This is the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. For the Panthers, they are 6-2 on the season after their 60-47 win over Prescott, while Arcadia 4-5 on the season after their 63-53 loss to West Salem. For the Panthers, Parker Olmstead is the leading scorer, 17 points a game. Dane Bates, the leading rebounder, with 8 rebounds a game. Meanwhile, for Arcadia, Caden Ruttering is the leading scorer, 21 points a game, while Ted Teskey is the leading rebounder with 9 rebounds a game. Coming up on the Advent Health Panther Preview, well, we'll talk with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky about the win over Prescott during their recent holiday tournament and tonight's game against Arcadia. Coming up next on the Advent Health Panther Preview, we're going to tell you who won where and who's playing where on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. That's coming up next here on the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on WRDN.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com as we get ready for tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Arcadia boys basketball game. Let's run down scores from last night on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Boys hoops from last night. Glenwood City defeated Lake Holcomb 81-53. Meanwhile, it was River Falls over Prescott, 84-69. Girls basketball from last night. Glenwood City defeated Lake Holcomb, 70-29. It was Baldwin Woodville getting by Elk Mound, 38-35. Meanwhile, Lake City over Randolph, 58-56. Osceola Fairchild defeats Elmwood Plum City, 49-46. Melrose Mindoro wins over Alma Pepin, 58-45. Colfax defeats St. Croix Central, 41-31. Prescott wins over River Falls, 42-38. On the schedule tonight in boys basketball, in the Dairyland Conference, Augusta is at Blair Taylor. Cochrane Fountain City hosting Gilmanton Independence. Alma Center Lincoln at Oliva Strum. Alma Pepin is at Melrose Mindoro. Dunn St. Croix Conference boys hoops, along with the Durand-Arkansaw Arcadia game. Bloomer is at Colfax. Elk Mound is at Black River Falls. In the Middle Border Conference, Prescott travels to Altoona. Amory hosting Osceola. Ellsworth at Baldwin Woodville. St. Croix Central plays at Somerset. And in girls basketball tonight in the Dunn St. Croix, Spring Valley at Cumberland, while Mondovi hosting Cadott. In the Middle Border Conference in girls hoops, New Richmond at Somerset. Ellsworth hosting Bloomer. You can follow the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard on the sports page of our website at realcountry1430.com. Coming up on the Advent Health Panther Preview, we're going to talk with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky about the win over Prescott from the holiday tournament in Winona over the holidays. Plus, we'll talk about tonight's game against against Arcadia, rather. That's coming up next here on the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on WRDN.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. overcome the odds, live your best life, and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com as we get ready for tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Arcadia boys basketball game. Joining us right now, Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky. And, well, Coach, you had a chance to do a holiday tournament this year over at Winona State and won both games. But let's talk a little bit about the Prescott game. Pretty nice win.
Yeah, Prescott, we haven't beat them in like 12 years, so it's kind of a long time coming, and the guys, really played hard right away. We played our kind of 2-3 zone, stretched out, trying to run them off the three and force them into our big guy down low, and I thought the game plan worked well. The guys were really aggressive with it, and you could see as the game went on, it kind of wore on them and the frustration there because we were down right away, but we finally got things going offensively, and they just kind of stayed the same. And Connor Wittig really came out and was a pest out there on top, getting his hands, getting tips, getting steals, and knocked a three down for us and a couple other buckets, and kind of got some momentum going our way. And then it seemed like Parker Olmstead kind of fed off that in the second half and had 21 of his 23 in the second half. Just played a very, very nice game. And that got her going, and they tried making a couple little runs, but really we weathered everything, and like I said, the guys just played really great team basketball.
Is it nice to have a game during that break so you don't have this long couple of weeks off?
It is. I like it. To me, it always depends as a coach. Like if you just needed a break and you weren't playing well before break, it's kind of nice sometimes to regroup over that time, have a little more extra practice time. For us, and especially the way Christmas fell, it was kind of like, all right, we're going to have one practice, a day off for Christmas, and then we're playing down there, and it was just kind of it's a different feel this year especially, but I really liked it. We're playing good. We won our first one, and then we actually did lose our second one to Richland Center, who's excuse me, it was a lot of fun because both coaches, Dover Yoda and Richland Center, were both friends of mine from college. The Richland Center coach was a teammate of mine as well at Winona State, so that was a lot of fun playing against those guys. And it was a lot of fun. Bigger court, longer college court, using the shot clock and things like that was kind of a fun experience for the guys.
Talking with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky this evening. Well, getting ready now to get back to the normal. We're really going to get into the meat of the schedule. It's going to start getting busy. So we taking on Arcadia tonight. What do you see in the Raiders?
They got a few pretty nice players, and they've been, they took very first game of the year. They took Elk Mound into overtime, maybe 2 overtimes actually, and got just a nice ball club. Maybe not so deep, but the guys they got are very nice players. Records like 4-5, but they definitely play in a bigger conference and play against some really good teams. And record doesn't show what kind of team they are. A lot of man, a lot of good motion on their offensive side, a lot of good back cutters. They play some pretty good team basketball that way, and they got a few guys that can knock it down. Freshman for them, number 1 comes in or starts for them and has a nice shot, can knock it down from outside, and their number 2 can just get at the rim and attack and gets after the board. So we really will see how the game takes us, starting in our 2-3 and extended press back into it, and just see where the game takes us from there. They got a couple bigs they might look for and be able to work around in that against our zone. So we got to see how they're going to use them and how they're going to move them around. But we just got to get lengthy and get tip steals and all that kind of stuff to get out in transition.
So they got some bigs. So we could have a battle in the paint?
We could. I mean, their bigs are more, strong and let's say 6'3", 6'4" in there, where Dane's got that height on him, that length on him. So we'll just see if he can stay out of foul trouble, we can keep him protecting the rim for us.
Is that the hardest part, playing on the inside like that? Because man, you're just a magnet for fouls. You got to really be careful, and it's hard to when you're in the paint.
Yeah, it is, but it's something I've noticed, and almost all players do the same. They're sophomores, they're big, they can be a little more clumsy, and they pick up those fouls. Dane's done a really nice job this year of just making better timing, getting it out of the air instead of swiping through, and just getting himself in better position to wall up instead of pick up that dumb foul or silly foul.
And sometimes it's really not his fault. There's all kinds of bodies, and, there's a foul. We're just going to – he's the guy we're going to take.
Right. But when he's walling up and just staying big, we've noticed a few times where some of our other guys have picked up that other foul, which is – I think just because of his good positioning and going straight up, it's like you can't call that one on me because, I'm not bringing my arms down. I'm staying straight up. So he's done a much better job this year of that.
Going to be a fun game. We'll talk to you after the game.
All right, thanks.
Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky on the way. Starting lineups and tip-off. It's Durand-Arkansaw and Arcadia and boys high school basketball coming up next on Real Country 1430 AM stereo, WRDN, Durand, Mondovi, Wabasha, and 107.3 FM translator, W297CH, Durand.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
The Durand Improvement Group is committed to improving Durand's quality of life through involvement in our community. From Fun Fest to music in the park, Durand Dazzle Holiday, and more, the Durand Improvement Group's mission is to strengthen area businesses and improve our community welfare. DIG is open to all members of the community, not just businesses. You can help. Visit DurandImprovementGroup.org and become an individual member of the Durand Improvement Group today. This message is a public service of Real Country 1430 WRDN.
I'm Chip Flory from AgriTalk. Your home for the latest news and information affecting agriculture is Real Country 1430 WRDN.
And welcome back to Durand-Arkansaw High School. Moments away from tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Arcadia boys basketball game. I'm Brian Winnekins. A special welcome to the men and women serving in the military listening to our streaming audio service at realcountry1430.com. We want to say thank you for your service. We hope tonight's broadcast brings you a taste of home wherever you may be serving. And our streaming audio service being brought to you by Prime Realty of Durand. Visit their website at primerealitymidwest.com. And also Adams Super Service, your Partners Network Car Care Center, Durand. And now time for our national anthem. Anthem with the Durand High School Pep Band. A special welcome to those of you watching our broadcast on our streaming video service at our website at realcountry1430.com and our YouTube channel. Our streaming video service being brought to you by the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board. Also, welcome to those of you watching on the Durand-Arkansaw School District YouTube channel and also NTech Channel 99. Let's give you the starting lineups for Arcadia. The Raiders 4-5 on the season. Coming out will be freshman number 1, Declan Gradzileski. Number 2, Caden Rodering, a senior. Number 4, senior Ted Teske. Number 23, a sophomore Carter Wegman. And number 32, senior Nolan Smith. The Raiders in their black uniforms with the white numerals. They'll be going from left to right this evening. And for the Durand-Arkansaw Panthers, they are 6-2 on this season. And coming out will be number 3, senior Parker Olmstead. Number 12, a sophomore Luke Weber. Number 15, a senior Connor Wooding. Number 24, junior Max Anderson. And number 25, senior Dane Bates. And the Panthers in their white uniforms with the purple numerals, and they will be going from right to left this evening. Throughout the evening, we'll be thanking our high school sports sponsors. These are the businesses and organizations that are bringing you tonight's game as well. We encourage you to please thank our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, and tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts. Because without these folks, it's pretty simple. Wouldn't be hearing tonight's game. Simple as that. All right, here we go. And up we go, and it's going to be controlled by the Panthers. So we are underway, and coming across the timeline now over to Olmstead. Olmstead now back to Wittick. Wittick top of the key. Wittick back at center court now over to Olmstead. Olmstead left wing. Cross-court pass now over to Anderson. Anderson now dishes it off to Wittick. Wittick inside to Olmstead. Puts up a shot. No good. And rebounded by the Raiders. Number 4, Teske with the rebound. Across the timeline come the Raiders. No score. Over to Gradzileski and inside now to Teske on the baseline. Back out to the wing. 3 ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Olmstead. Olmstead now quickly across the timeline for the Panthers. Into the corner now. Over to Weber. Weber now comes back out to the wing. Weber now over to the top of the key to Wittick. Wittick now pass over to Anderson. Anderson left wing. Anderson now comes back out to the top of the key. No score early in the first. Back to Weber now. Weber tries to drive in from the left wing. Does a spin move. Kicks it back out to the corner to Olmstead. 3 ball. Shot no good. Rebounded by Teske. Teske to Gradzileski. And Gradzileski will bring it up across the timeline. Cross-court pass now over to Rodering. Rodering now on the left wing. Back over to the right side to Wegman. Wegman. Bounce pass it inside, knocked down, and but gets the ball back out to Rodering. Rodering now over to Teske into the corner. Back around the horn we go. Rodering left wing, 3 ball on the way. Shot good. To make it 3-0 Arcadia. And across the timeline comes Olmstead. Olmstead now over to Weber. Weber left wing. Top of the key to Anderson. Anderson inside to Bates. Overlays it. No good. Rebounded by Wegman. Wegman now to Gradzileski. Gradzileski now across the timeline for Arcadia. Leading 3-0. 16:05. Inside pass now into the baseline. Up and in is Teske. Nice double move into the inside. And now it's 5-0 Arcadia. As across the timeline comes Olmstead now. Olmstead over to Weber. Weber left wing. Weber looking for Bates inside. Bates into the lane. Puts up the hook shot and good. Dane Bates gets the Panthers on the board. 5-2 Arcadia. 15:40 remaining here in the first half. Teske now full court Panther press. Gets it to Rodering across the timeline. Rodering now a cross-court pass to Wegman on the far side. And a bounce pass inside to Smith. Smith in the lane, but gets surrounded. Has to kick it back out to Rodering. 3 ball from the right wing. Shot no good. And a tip, and Weber comes up with it. Oh, wow, what a pass to Olmstead. Olmstead lays it up and in. Weber managed to tip it to Olmstead. And away we go. 5-4 Arcadia. Across the timeline now comes Gradzileski. Gradzileski bounce pass over to Rodering left wing. He gets triple teamed pretty quick. Bounce pass now inside to Smith. Smith into the lane. Head fake shot. Travel. No good. Panther ball. And we have Bates having to come out. And coming in for Bates now will be Billy Weisenbeck. All right, so Weisenbeck will inbound it to Olmsted. Arcadia leads 5-4, 14:50 remaining in the half. Olmsted across the timeline for the Panthers. Top of the key now, puts up a long 15-footer off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Anderson. Anderson on the right wing, kicks it back out now, and a three ball on the way is good by Wittig to make the three. Panthers lead 7-5, full court Panther press. Inbounded to Teskey. Teskey now over to Wegman on the far side. He gets across the timeline. Into the corner to Smith. Smith, though, on the left corner, tries to drive left baseline. Now bounces it past to Rodering, driving the lane. Puts up the shot up and in. Tied at 7. Quickly back the other way now to Weber. Weber on the right wing. Back to Olmsted now as everybody gets caught back up. On the right wing now, Weber. Nearly shoved him away and puts up a long three from the top of the key. Shot no good. Wittig with the rebound, whistle and a foul. Foul will be on number 4. That's going to be on Teskey, his first, Arcadia's first team foul. Weisenbeck to inbound it now to our left. And Weisenbeck looking, and out to Olmsted now, back towards center court. Over to Weisenbeck, left corner, three ball on the way. Shot way short, no good. Loose ball, still a loose ball. Arcadia, though, comes up with it. That's Teskey. He'll get it over to Grajaleski. Tied at 7. 13:50 remaining in the half. And across the timeline now over to Wegman. Wegman now inside to Smith. Smith into the lane. Whoa, didn't he travel? Nobody saw that, I guess. Okay. And hop, skip, and a jump. And it's now 9-7 Arcadia. And over to Olmsted. Olmsted now to Weber. Weber top of the key. Squares up. Three ball on the way. Long three. Shot no good. Rebounded by Rodering. Over to Grajaleski. Now a three ball on the way the other way. Shot no good. And rebounded by Teskey. Teskey to Rodering. Drives into the lane. Puts up the shot. Foul on Weisenbeck. Rodering to the line for 2. Thank you to the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, featuring dog and pet food from Nutrisource and Diamond, located by Annabis Silo, Highway 25 Durand. Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner. The Chenfit Smith Funeral Home of Mondovi, serving the Mondovi area. Visit chenfit-smithfuneralhome.com for pre-planning funeral services. Bauer Bill Tire. Let Bauer Bill Tire take care of all of your automotive needs under one roof. Give them a call, 672-8300, or visit them online at bauerbuilt.com. First free throw was good. Please thank all of our high school sports sponsors. They make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts. Rodering makes them both to make it 11-7 Arcadia. 13-13 remaining in the half. Olmsted across the timeline now. He's going to drive into the lane. Splits two defenders. Blocked by Smith. No foul. Goes out of bounds. Stays Panther ball. Brett Breitungen now. He'll inbound it to our left. Out to Bates. Bates top of the key. Bates now over to Olmsted. Olmsted left corner. Three ball on the way. Shot is good by Olmsted to make it 11-10 now Arcadia. Full court Panther press. Bounce pass and whistle and a kick. A kick by Wittig. Well, I've got to try that all over again. So let's try it again. Teskey to inbound it to our left. Full court Panther press. Inbound it to Wegman. Wegman now. Across the timeline quickly to Smith. Smith's going to drive into the lane, but he's got Bates in his way. And he bounce pass inside to Teskey. Teskey up and in. Shot no good. And rebounded by Bates. And back over across the timeline now to Olmsted. Olmsted on the left wing. Works off the screen from Bates to the top of the key. Kicks it back to the wing to Wittig. Wittig into the lane. Puts up the shot. No good. And Bates with the rebound. Up and in. Oh, Dane Bates fought his way back to the post, makes the rebound and the putback, and ball knocked out of bounds by Wittig on the pass. 12-11 Panthers. 12-18 remaining in the first half. And Teskey to inbound it to our left. Inbounds it now to Wegman on the far side. Full court Panther press. Wegman now quickly across the timeline. Nearly lost it, but gets it over into the corner. Three ball on the way. Shot is good by Grajaleski. to make it 14-12 Raiders. And across the timeline now is Olmsted. Olmsted down to the wing, hands it off to Bryden. Bryden back to Olmsted. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Rotering with the rebound. Back to Gradzileski. Again, Arcadia leads 14-12. And across the timeline now come the Raiders. Over to Wegman. Wegman now on the left, or on the right wing rather. Back over to Gradzileski, and he'll hand it off to Rotering. Rotering now. Cross-court pass to Wegman. Wegman looking for a cutter inside far. Cross-court pass to Gradzileski. Head fake from the left wing. Drives the left baseline. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Bryden to Olmsted. Olmsted can't get it to Weisenbeck. A little bit too far out in front, and it goes out of bounds. Arcadia ball. And so inbounding it now to our left will be Teske. Full court Panther press. 14-12 Arcadia. 11:26 remaining in the first half. And inbounded now to Pronczynski. Pronczynski back to Teske. Teske to Pronczynski. Pronczynski across the timeline now to Blaschko. Blaschko now hands it back off to Pronczynski into the lane. And he loses the ball. Whistle and a double dribble. And so it'll be a Panther ball. So inbounding it now will be Weisenbeck to Weber, who's back in for the Panthers. 14-12 Arcadia. Across the timeline comes Weber. Weber now over to Bryden on the right wing. Bryden looking for a cutter. No one there. Back to Weber, top of the key now to Sabelko. Sabelko inside to Bates. Bates now to the corner to Bryden. Right corner, 3-ball. Shot rims out. No good. Tip. Bates with the rebound and the putback to make it 14-all. And now Gradzileski now. And whistle and a foul. Foul on the Panthers. Foul will be on Sabelko. His first and second team foul. And inbounded now to Pronczynski. Pronczynski across the timeline now to Gradzileski. Gradzileski now looking for cutter. Nobody there. Round the horn we go to Rotering. Rotering on the left side. Down will come over to the right side. 3-ball on the way by Gradzileski from the right wing. Shot no good. And whistling a foul. Foul will be on Sabelko. And so inbounding it to our right is Teske. Teske inbounds it now to Blaschko. Blaschko now back to Pronczynski to Blaschko. Blaschko on the right wing. Cross-court pass to Pronczynski on the right wing. He'll try to drive inside. Can't do it. Now Blaschko will try to drive inside. Can't do it. Bounce pass inside to Pronczynski. Kicks it back out to Gradzileski. Gradzileski, top of the key. 3-ball. Shot no good. Rebounded by Bates. Bates to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck to Weber across the timeline. Weber, right wing, drives inside. Whistle, foul before the shot. Foul be on Gradzileski and his first. Second team foul. Weisenbeck to inbound it on the far side. Weisenbeck looking, still looking. Now gets over to the Bates. Bates at center court now over to Sabelko. Sabelko left wing. He's going to drive in from the wing. Dishes it off to Weisenbeck on the right side of the lane. Up and in. 16-14 Panthers. And across the timeline now, Rotering. Oh, he's not across the timeline, but manages to get the pass over to Blaschko, and now back to Rotering. Rotering now, looking for a cutter. Nobody home. Over to Pronczynski. Pronczynski, right wing. Inside now to Blaschko. Blaschko now wants to take the shot. They can't do it. Kicks it back out to the top of the key. Pronczynski, 3-ball. 17-16 Arcadia. 9:25 remaining in the half. Across the timeline is Weber now. Weber over to Bates. Bates cross-court pass to Sabelko. Sabelko looking for a cutter. No one home. Now he gets it inside to Bryden. Offensive foul on Bryden. So back the other way. And inbounding it now will be Teske. Teske inbounds it to Wegman. Wegman back in the game for the Raiders. Wegman now bounce pass to Smith. Smith across the timeline. Smith now gets it over to Teske. Back to Smith, top of the key. Over to Wegman now. Wegman back towards center. Inside now to Smith. Smith in the lane, kicks it back out to Pronchinski on the left wing. Bounce pass inside to Smith. Drives the lane, puts up the shot. No good. Tip. Teske with the rebound. And a tip. And a partially blocked. Blocked by Breidung. Weisenbeck comes up with it. And he'll hand it off to Sabelko. Sabelko now across the timeline. Over to Weber. Weber left wing. Weber now over to Bates. Bates, cross-court pass to Weisenbeck. Stop, shot, 15-footer. No good. Rebounded by Sabelko. Whistle, foul. Foul will be on number 23, and that's going to be on Wegman. And so get some changes here. Anderson coming back in. Olmsted coming back in. Wittig coming back in, and Olmsted will inbound it to our left underneath the basket. 17-16, Arcadia. 8:22 remaining in the first. And it inbounded to Anderson to the right wing to Bates, top of the key. Bates now over to Weber. Weber back at the top of the key now will try to drive in from the right wing. Puts stop, shot good on the jump shot by Weber. 18-17, Panthers. Across the timeline now comes Arcadia. That's Grajaleski. Over to Teske. Teske now looking for a cutter. No one home. Keeps it on the outside to Wegman, right wing. He tries to drive inside, gets cut off. Back out to the top of the key now to Teske. Into the lane. Kicks it back out to Smith. Smith now over to Grajaleski. Grajaleski to Smith, driving on the left side. Now kicks it back out to the corner. That's Pronchinski. He'll be over to Smith. Smith from the left corner. Bounce pass inside. Intercepted. Intercepted by Olmsted. Olmsted, 3-on-1 break. He's like, I better let everybody else catch up. Weber now, long three ball. Whoa, Luke Weber, holy cow, from downtown. And it makes it 21-17. Quickly back the other way now. Come the Raiders. Across the timeline, Grajaleski now has it. Panthers lead 21-17. Smith on the right wing. He'll drive in from the right side. On the right baseline, whistle, offensive foul on Smith. Goes back to the Panthers. 7:15 remaining in the half. Thinking of the Cottage, from floral arrangements to gifts for mom, including Valentine's Day. It's the Cottage, downtown Durand, the JKO Auto Body Shop with car restoration and collision repair. It's the JKO Auto Body Shop, Madison Street, Durand. Just a few of our high school sports sponsors we'd like to thank. Please thank all of our high school sports sponsors. Without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight. Olmsted now across the timeline over to Bates. Bates now back to Weber. Weber top of the key. Over to Anderson on the left wing to Bates. Bates has to fakes right, goes left, does a spin move into the lane, puts up a tough shot. Oh my word, how that went in is beyond me. Wow! 23-17 Panthers. That looked like a desperation hook shot coming across the timeline is Grajaleski. Now over to Smith. Smith now to Rotering on the left wing. Top of the key now to Teske. Teske over to Wegman. Wegman drives inside. Counted in the foul. Foul will be on Anderson. So going for the three-point play is Wegman. Thank you to Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store, Durand Fresh Market. Don't forget to download their app for even more savings at freshmarketwy.com. Free throw no good. Quickly back the other way is Olmsted. Olmsted, though, loses the ball. Teske comes up with it. And he'll hand it off to Grajaleski. Grajaleski across the timeline now for the Raiders. 23-19. Three ball by Grajaleski. Holy Hannah. And now it's 23-22. Panthers still lead. Olmsted now across the timeline. And over to Weber. 6 minutes remaining. A three ball shot off the back of the rim. No good. Grajaleski with the rebound. Quickly back the other way. Comes down to the right wing now. Over to Smith. Smith thought about the three, said, maybe not. And hands it off to Wegman. Wegman now looking for a cutter. No one there. Now Grajaleski top of the key. Grajaleski has Weber in his face. Passes it to Wegman. He'll come in from the left wing. Puts up the shot. Counted in the foul. Foul will be on number 15. That's going to be on Wittig. Going for the three-point play is Wegman. And free throw on the way. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Bates. 24-23, Arcadia. 5:33 remaining. Across the timeline is Olmsted to Weber. Weber now over to Olmsted. Olmsted back to inside to, and now over to Weber. To Weber again, counted in the foul as Wittig got the pass off to him and counted in the foul. Foul's going to be on Teske, and now Weber to try to complete the three-point play. Thinking the numbers are us, your daily money managers, 3rd Avenue West Durand. Rhonda's bonded and insured. Call Rhonda at 672-8093 for more information on what a daily money manager can do. And the free throw no good, but quickly a whistle and a foul. Foul will be on Anderson. All right. And we now go to the free throw line for the 1-and-1 with Teske. Also, thank you to Durand Smokehouse. Visit Durand Smokehouse. Ask about the beef and pork bundles. Don't forget the beef sticks, too, from Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85, Durand, 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom. Building smart fiber optic communities from the ground up. First free throw, no good. Olmsted now quickly across the timeline, puts up the shot. Offensive foul on Olmsted. And so now to inbound it will be Teske. 5:13 remaining in the half. 25-24 Panthers. Full court Panther press. Grajaleski now manages to get it across the timeline to Rodering. Rodering now back to, or will have it on the right sideline, or right wing rather. Comes over to the top of the key. Rodering will try to drive inside, loses the ball, regains control. He'll say, I'm putting it up and in. Well, there you go. Even though he lost control, got control back, said, I'm done, I'm putting it up, and it's in. 26-25, Arcadia. Olmsted across the timeline now to Weber. Weber to Briding. Briding now to Weisenbeck on the left wing. Round the horn we go now over to Olmsted inside to Bates. Shot partially blocked by Teske. Loose ball. Grajaleski comes up with it. Man across the timeline now. Over to Rodering. Rodering now will pass it off to Smith at the top of the key. To Grajaleski, left wing. Left corner, Rodering. Rodering now will come over to the wing, and he'll stop. Another 15-footer. Shot no good. Tipped out by Teske. Loose ball, and Rodering comes up with it. He'll drive into the lane, puts up the shot, no good. Tip by Smith. He'll put up the shot and in. Well, Arcadia won that battle there. It's 28-25 Raiders. And across the timeline now comes Olmsted. Olmsted now looking for a cutter. No one there. He'll get it to Weber. Weber left wing. Weber now to Briding. Briding to Bates. Bates on the right wing. Bates to Briding. Briding now passes it off to Weber on the left wing. 3:34 remaining. 28-25 Arcadia from the free throw line. Weber stops. Shot off the back of the rim. No good. And Grajaleski comes up with it. He's on the break the other way. He'll stop. Kicks it back out to the corner to Wegman. Wegman now top of the key to Smith. Smith to Teske. Teske to Rodering. Rodering now will hand it back off to Wegman. Wegman, top of the key. He'll try to drive inside. Nope, has to kick it back out to Smith, to Rodering. Top of the key. He'll square up. 3 ball. Good. 31-25 Arcadia. 2:58 remaining in the half. And across the timeline now comes Olmsted. Olmsted now over to Briding. Briding to Weisenbeck, top of the key. Inside to Bates, too high, out of bounds. Raider ball. What, there's a foul? Oh, they're going to call a foul on Smith. Okay, so it'll stay Panther ball. 2:48 remaining. Arcadia leads 31-25. And so inbounding it is Weber. Weber out to Bates. Bates back to Weber. Weber left corner. 3 ball on the way is good. Weber tried to get the 4-point play, but the ref's like, no, don't even try that. 31-28. Arcadia across the timeline now. Whistle and an offensive foul on Rodering. And so it'll go back to the Panthers. Panthers and Arcadia in the bonus the rest of the way here in this first half. Coming up, our Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency and Security Financial Bank halftime show. Across the timeline is Olmstead. Olmstead tries to drive inside. He does, splits two defenders. Whoa, up and in. I thought he lost control of the ball, but he hung on. 31-30, Arcadia. Full court Panther press. Grajaleski now looking for Rodering. Finds him at center court. And across the timeline he goes. And so inside from the left corner is Wegman. Wegman loses the ball, but Teske comes up with it. Back to Wegman. Wegman right baseline. And he's going to retreat back out to the wing. Round the horn we go now. Grajaleski at the top of the key. Bounce pass inside to Blaschko. He'll square up. 3-ball shot, no good. Rebounded by Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck to Weber. 31-30, Arcadia. Across the timeline we go. Under 2 minutes remaining. And it's Breidung with the 3-ball shot, no good. And coming up with it is Arcadia. Grajaleski across the timeline. Grajaleski now over to Blaschko. Blaschko now will come to the top of the key. Hands it off to Wegman. Wegman, bounce pass over to Grajaleski. Left corner, shot, 3-ball, no good. Rebounded by Breidung. Breidung to Olmstead. Olmstead across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to the left wing now. Weber. Back out to Breidung. Breidung, top of the key, head fake travel. Minute 5 remaining in the half. Again, our Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency and Security Financial Bank halftime show coming up. 31-30, Arcadia. Grajaleski, here comes the trap, and Teske now still not across the timeline. Now they get across the timeline with a pass to Wegman. Over to Rodering, right corner, 3-ball shot, no good. Rebounded by Blaschko. Blaschko kicks it back out to the top of the wing. Wegman now, back to Blaschko. Blaschko retreats back out towards center court. I think Arcadia might try for the last shot. 40 seconds remaining. Off to Grajaleski now. Grajaleski back at center. 30 seconds remaining. Here comes the 3-ball. Shot's good by Wegman. Boy, they're draining the threes tonight. 34-30, Arcadia. 24 seconds remaining. Weber now has it across the timeline back to Olmstead at center court. Olmstead now says, well, we'll have to try to go for the last shot. Whistle and a foul. Foul will be on number 1. That's going to be on Grajaleski. And so going to the line for the 1-and-1 is Olmstead. Thank you to the Riverside Grill. Visit the Riverside Grill for daily specials. Don't forget about that Friday fish fry. That's the Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. O'Galley Cheese Factory featuring homemade pizza and a whole lot more. Visit O'Galley Cheese Factory, Highway 25, Durand. First free throw's good. Martin Transport of Mondovi. Visit martin.com for the latest job opportunities. It's better in blue at Martin Transport. First free throw good. Second free throw by Olmstead is good. To make it 34-32 Arcadia. 15 seconds remaining. Now Grajaleski across the timeline for the Raiders. They'll now try again for the last shot. Grajaleski now comes to the top of the key. He's going to drive into the lane. Bounce pass to Rodering, left right corner. Head fake, now a shot. No good on the 3-ball, and we're at halftime. Halftime with Arcadia leading 34-32. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on WRDN.
Time for the SFB Security Financial Bank and the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency halftime show. Brought to you by Security Financial Bank. Secure your future at Security Financial Bank, Durand, River Falls, Eau Claire, Ladysmith, Bloomer, and Black River Falls. And by the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, your independent insurance agent, downtown Durand.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Your Auto Owners agent serving the Durand area is Jerry Thompson Insurance, a division of Ansay and Associates.
ABC News, I'm Richard Cantu. A wind-driven wildfire exploded in the Pacific Palisades neighborhood of Los Angeles. Megan Garman and her daughter had to run for their lives.
The smoke just got really bad, so I just started packing up all of our stuff, and we got in the car to go. And then all the cars were abandoned, so I had nowhere to go. So I just had to get out of my car and start walking. The smoke is so bad. I have no idea where we're going.
Governor Gavin Newsom said many structures have burned, fire officials not providing an exact number. Oregon unveiled wildfire hazard maps. People living in those areas will face stricter building codes and mandates to reduce vegetation on their properties. It stems from last year's record-breaking wildfire season in Oregon. President-elect Trump said he would not rule out the use of military force to seize control of the Panama Canal and Greenland, declaring U.S. control of both is vital to American national security. This is ABC News.
If you've been busy this past holiday season, then it's time to finally focus on you. And that's where Macy's comes in. Come and treat yourself to something great, like rejuvenating skincare routines from Lancome, Estee Lauder, Clinique, Shiseido, Kiehl's, and more of your favorites. With so many great deals at Macy's, you'll be able to pick up a new cleanser and a new serum and a new moisturizer now during our Deals for Great Skin event. So, what are you waiting for? Refresh your routine today at Macy's.
Ow! Sweetie, come here. Don't worry. I see a lot of patients with the exact same thing.
Ever since the ice skating rink went in next door?
Or is it more than
Dr. Clark's business is heating up.
So many patients need my help. How will I find time to see all of them?
They need to hire a scheduler, stat.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
At Security Financial Bank, we understand what it takes to grow what matters. We know success doesn't happen overnight. It takes honest work, day in and day out. We value trust, leadership, and service. We are SFB, bankers who believe in your business, your family, your future. Bankers who believe in you. Learn more at sfbank.com, member FDIC.
The Marquette Golden Eagles home tonight against Georgetown in Big East action. I'm Bill Scott with sports. The Golden Eagles start the day tied with the UConn for the conference lead at 4-0. The Hoyas, who have won 5 straight, are 3-0, just a half game out of the lead. It's tip time at 7 p.m. at Fiserv Forum tonight. The Badger women's basketball team gets some TV time tonight. They take their show on the road to Washington to take on the Huskies in Big Ten action. That one tips at 8 p.m. on BTN. The Badger men knocked off Rutgers last night, 75-63 to even their Big Ten mark at 2-2. The Badgers led wire to wire to improve to 12-3 on the year. Wisconsin returns to action Friday night, 6 p.m. against rival Minnesota at the Kohl Center. The Packers are back in the practice field tomorrow. They get ready to take on the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia in the start of the wild card playoffs on Sunday afternoon. Bill Scott, Wisconsin Radio Network.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Your hometown auto owner's insurance agents working for you. The Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, downtown Durand.
At Security Financial Bank, we understand what it takes to grow what matters. We know success doesn't happen overnight. It takes honest work, day in and day out. We value trust, leadership, and service. We are SFB, bankers who believe in your farm, your family, your future. Bankers who believe in you. Learn more at sfbank.com, member FDIC.
Castro Nevis, Daytona Dreaming. I'm Susie Armstrong. The story next on NASCAR Today.
It may be the off-season for sprint car racing, but you can still check out years of Wing Nation's programs to get that sprint car fix. I'm Steve Post from Wing Nation. You can head to our YouTube or Facebook page or any of the audio podcast platforms to check out interviews with the champions, the race winners, the personalities, and the stories that you won't find anywhere else. Champion David Gravel. Hello, David. How are you?
I'm doing great, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Wing Nation, we are your home for sprint car racing.
The year was 1993. The NASCAR Cup Series season kicked off with the Dale and Dale Show at the Daytona 500.
Dale Jarrett's got the lead. He goes to the inside. Earnhardt's not going to get him. Dale Jarrett is going to win the Daytona 500 by STP. Earnhardt second.
The 1993 NASCAR Cup Series season. All the highs and lows. Relive them all on MRN's exclusive podcast, The 1993 Season. Available on podcast platforms and MRN.com.
Brazil's Helio Castro Neves will make his NASCAR Cup Series debut in the 2025 Daytona 500, driving the number 91 Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing. The four-time Indy 500 and three-time Rolex 24 Endurance Race winner could join Mario Andretti and A.J. Foyt as the only drivers to win both the Indy 500 and Daytona 500.
I'm excited. Obviously, it's something that I always want to do it. When I used to race with Penske Racing, I asked about it, but Roger never allowed me to. But now, finally, you got to keep pushing. You got to keep believing. One day that dream will come true, and here we go. We're going to be doing the Daytona 500.
I'm Susie Armstrong. This is NASCAR Today on the Motor Racing Network.
Turn your smartphone into a radio. Download the free Android app at realcountry1430.com. Brought to you by Prime Realty of Durand.
And welcome back to Durand High School as we are at halftime, 34-32. Arcadia leads over the Panthers here at halftime. Looking at trying to see if we can't see some scores here. No scores yet coming really across our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Some games we're following: Ellsworth at Baldwin Woodville, St. Croix Central at Somerset, Prescott at Altoona. You can follow the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard on the sports page of our website at realcountry1430.com. We have second half action here coming up. It's Arcadia leading Durand-Arkansaw 34-32 in boys basketball. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball here on Real Country 1430 AM stereo, WRDN, Durand, Mondovi, Wabasha, and 107.3 FM translator W297CH Durand.
The real deals come from Durand Fresh Market, and they can be found online. Download the Fresh Market Rewards app and sign up to have weekly deal alerts sent right to your phone. Find digital coupons and specials and earn reward points every time you shop at Durand Fresh Market. It's easy to use the app. Just add coupons and scan the app at the checkout. It's that easy. Visit the website at shopfreshmarkets.com for the latest weekly ad, extra national coupons, or to make product suggestions. Your hometown grocery store is Durand Fresh Market, downtown Durand, and online at shopfreshmarkets.com.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
And welcome back to Durand-Arkansaw High School, where we're getting ready for the second half. Arcadia leading 34-32. Let's thank some of our high school sports sponsors, including the Cell Block. They feature that soup and salad bar on the weekdays. They also have daily specials as well, including a Friday fish fry. That's the Cell Block, downtown Durand. Durand Improvement Group, many hands make light work. Volunteer to help with community events. Visit durandimprovementgroup.org. They'll be having their open house coming up on Monday nights at 5 o'clock at Riverside Grill. And also the Paul Slusher Insurance Agency, your American Family Insurance agent serving the Durand and Chippewa Falls area. American Family Insurance to fit your needs. Please thank all of our sponsors. Again, they make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business as we are underway. And Arcadia gets the ball here to start. Inside pass to Teskey as he drives the lane up and in. Inbounded to Olmsted as Panthers will be going from left to right. Arcadia right to left here in this second half. 36-32 Arcadia. Weber now top of the key. Weber over to Olmsted, left wing. Inside to Anderson. Anderson's shot blocked out of bounds. So Anderson to inbound it to our right. Anderson inside to Bates. Bates jumped or hook shot in the lane. Shot no good. Rebounded by Teske. Teske to Gradzileski. Gradzileski now across the timeline. And Rodering with the travel. Panther ball. And inbounded now to Olmsted. Olmsted across the timeline. Olmsted now. He'll drive inside, puts up a shot, whistle, and a foul. Foul will be on Arcadia. Foul will be on Teske. His third. Going to line. Nope, it's going to be. Okay, so it's on the ground. That's, no shot, so no free throws. Anderson to inbound it. And so Anderson to inbound it. Out to Bates. Bates to Olmsted in the right corner. Olmsted comes out to the right wing now. Olmsted fakes left, goes right, drives into the lane, lays it from the wing on the drive inside. And Gradzileski will bring it across the timeline for Arcadia, leading 36-32. Over to Smith now. Smith on the far side. Smith now over to Rodering. Rodering looking for a cutter. No one there. Rodering now cross-court pass to Gradzileski. Gradzileski now cross-court pass to Wegman. Wegman inside now to Smith. Smith into the lane. Tries to get it off to Teske. Loose ball. And it's going to be off of Teske. Parker Olmsted kind of blew that play up. Managed to knock that pass down and force a loose ball. So Olmsted inbounds it to Weber. Weber back to Olmsted. 36-32 Arcadia. And across the timeline now come the Panthers. And Wittick now back to Olmsted. Olmsted inside to Bates. Bates, turnaround jumper off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Teske. Teske to Gradzileski across the timeline for the Raiders. Over to Rodering. Rodering now back to Wegman, back at center court. Looking for Teske inside now, back to Smith. Smith, top of the key. Rodering now, right corner, takes a step, puts a shot, 3-ball from the right wing. 39-32 now, Arcadia. And across the timeline comes Olmsted. Olmsted across the timeline now to Wittig. Wittig left wing, or right wing rather, to Bates. Bates looking for Olmsted. He's going to try and drive inside. He gets cut off. Now he turnaround fadeaway jumper, air ball, no good. Anderson with the rebound. Passes it back off to Olmsted. Shot partially blocked, no good. Arcadia comes up with the rebound. Bomb back the other way. Smith, head fake, hands it off to Rodering. Rodering puts it up, whistle and a foul. He'll go to the line for 2. So Rodering to the line after the foul. Foul's going to be on Anderson, his third. And thank you to Ryan's Sports Shop. Ice fishing season is here. Be careful on the ice. Visit Ryan's Sports Shop for all of your ice fishing needs. First free throw is good. Riverside Plaza now open for your car care needs. Riverside Plaza located at Durand, Napa, Madison Street, Durand. Anibis Silo, your Husqvarna and Toro Lawn and Garden Equipment dealer is Anibis Silo, Highway 25, Durand. And Bauer Plumbing and Bauer Plumbing and Septic Service, Durand. Offering plumbing and septic services for new construction or repairs. Give Chris a call at 672-8224. Both free throws good to make it 41-32 Arcadia. As pass is intercepted by Rodering. Back the other way. Splits 2 defenders now. Can't put up a shot. But now the loose ball coming up with it is Wittig. Wittig back the other way. He'll put up the shot. Short, no good. Rebounded by Arcadia. That is Smith with the rebound. Over to Wegman. Wegman across the timeline now for the Raiders, leading 41-32. And a long cross-court pass now to Wegman. Left wing, 3-ball shot, no good. Rebounded by Wittig. Wittig pushes it up court. Inside pass to Olmsted. Under, lays it, no good. And a foul. It's going to be on Arcadia. Foul will be on Gradzileski, his third, and so inbounding it will be Breitung. Breitung inbounds it to Bates, whistle, and a foul. Fourth foul on Gradzileski. He's going to have to come out. 14:35 remaining in the game, 41-32 Arcadia. All right, so Brydung to inbound it now. Brydung looking, still looking. Pass is going to be knocked down by Teske. So we'll try that again. Brydung now over to Olmsted, left wing. Back out to Weber. Weber at center court. Now comes down to the top of the key. Into the lane. Tries to put up a shot, whistle, and a foul. Foul will be on Arcadia. Foul's going to be on Wegman, it looks like. All right, and so going to line for two is Weber. Thank you to the Goodrich Funeral Home, serving the Durand area for 5 generations and featuring monuments from Lifetime Memorials. Goodrich Funeral Home, downtown Durand. First free throw, no good. And Alcivia Co-op, your certified Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster distributor, is Alcivia Co-op. Next free throw on the way by Weber, short. Rodering with the rebound, and he'll bring it back the other way for Arcadia, leading 41-32, 14:20 remaining in the game. Now over to the left wing. 3-ball on the way by Pronchinski is good. Timeout, Arcadia. 14:10 remaining in the game. Arcadia leading by 12, 44-32. Thank you to SFB Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy. 212 West Prospect Street, Durand. Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit adventhealth.com for more information. Sundstrom & Company, your local tax experts. Call them now for tax planning. 672-4425 to schedule that appointment. Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, offering a full line of Whirlpool appliances along with installation and service at Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, the downtown Durand. And Tech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, communications provider, Durand. Also, Endless Summer Fitness and Tanning. With around-the-clock fitness and tanning access, Durand. Find out about tanning and fitness packages now. And the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, a division of Ansay and Associates. Hometown agents representing you, not individual insurance companies. Also, Amplify Health of Mondovi. Amplify Health's new clinic now open in Mondovi. Please thank all of our sponsors. They make our broadcasts possible here on WRDN. Give our sponsors a call, drop them an email, visit their business, and tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts. Across the timeline for the Panthers. Sabelko's pass nearly intercepted. And now a cross-court pass over to Olmsted. Now back over to Weisenbeck on the right wing. As it looks like have a zone-type defense now. Sabelko now inside to Brydung. Brydung, they'll back out to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck now to Weber. Weber right wing. 3-ball. Shot no good. Rebounded by Arcadia. That's Smith with the rebound. 44-32 Arcadia. 13:31 remaining. Top of the key now is Smith. Smith's going to drive inside. Stop. Shot high off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Brydung. Brydung to Sabelko. Sabelko across the timeline on the far side to Weber. Weber left corner now. Back over to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck to Olmsted. Olmsted right wing. 3-ball shot no good. And it's going to be saved by Sabelko to Brydung. Brydung to Olmsted. Whistle foul. Foul will be on number 23. That's going to be on Wegman, his third. And so Brydung to inbound it to our right. Looking. Now over to Weber. Weber left corner. Weber now back to Weisenbeck. Back out towards center. Over to Olmsted. Olmsted now to Brydung. 15-footer up and in. Makes it 44-30 for Arcadia. Full court Panther press, but Wegman gets up across the timeline. Now here comes the trap. And a jump ball. And it'll be Panther ball. So Weber to inbound it right in front of us. And inbounds it to Olmsted. Olmsted now across the timeline. Over to Sabelko, back to Olmsted. Olmsted now over to Weber. Weber now to Weisenbeck on the right wing. Weisenbeck, long cross-court pass to Sabelko on the left wing. Now to Olmsted in the left corner. Back to Sabelko, drives in from the top of the key. Hard off the glass, but up and in. 44-36 Arcadia. Full court Panther press now. Teske. Here comes the trap. Nearly intercepted, but Wegman comes up with it. Gets it across the timeline now. Rodering inside pass. The shot put up and good. Inside pass to number 32, Noah Smith. Again, nearly intercepted, but he comes up with it. 46-36 now. Arcadia. 11:59 remaining in the game. Over to Sabelko now on the right wing. Sabelko to Olmsted. Olmsted over to Weber. Weber on the far side to Breidung on the right or on the left wing. Sabelko now, or Weber now, cross-court pass to Sabelko into the right corner. Comes back out to the wing. Weber now inside to Breidung. Breidung to Sabelko. Right corner, 3-ball shot, no good. Rebounded by Breidung, puts up the shot up and in. Or check that, Weisenbeck put up that shot up and in. And so it's 46-38 now. Across the timeline to Pronczynski. Pronczynski now. Back over to Wegman. Wegman, top of the key now. Bounce pass to Pronczynski. Pronczynski back to towards center. Now he'll come in from the left wing. Into the lane, puts up the shot, and gets the shooter's roll. Inbounded to Olmsted. Olmsted now across the timeline for the Panthers. 48-38. Arcadia 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Weisenbeck. Nope. Whistling a foul on Weisenbeck. So inbounding it to our right will be Teske. 48-38. Arcadia leads. 11:02 remaining. And inbounded now to Wegman. Here comes the, still not across the timeline. Pass is tipped out of bounds. Hits an Arcadia. No! Now the refs are going to talk about it. Well, they're going to give it to Durand after discussing it. I thought it was tipped out of bounds, but okay. And so inbounded to Olmsted. Olmsted across the timeline now. And over to Breidung. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And rebounded by Wegman. Quickly back the other way now. Rodering now will be on the right baseline. Kicks it back out to the wing. 3-ball. Shot no good. Rebounded by Olmsted. Olmsted on the far side. Quickly across the timeline. Moves it up court. Lets everybody go by him. Olmsted now. A cross-court pass over to Weisenbeck. Right corner. 3-ball by Billy Weisenbeck. 48-41 now Arcadia. Quickly back the other way now over to Blaschko. Blaschko does not try to drive to the post. He'll retreat back out. Over to Rodering. Rodering now. Right wing. Drives inside. Stop. Shot. Block. Foul. Foul will be on Weisenbeck. So they'll inbound it to our left. Teske to inbound it. And inbound it to Rodering. Whistle and a travel. Panther ball. So Breidung to inbound it to Olmsted. 48-41. Arcadia leads. 10 minutes remaining in the game. And across the timeline to Breidung. Breidung now over to Weisenbeck's pass is tipped. And coming up with the interception is Teske. Teske will bring it back up across the timeline now for Arcadia. Across the timeline over to Wegman. Wegman now over to Blaschko. He'll try to drive left baseline. Can't do it. Kicks it back out to the top of the key. Head fake from the top of the key. Wegman now kicks it back out to the wing. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And it's going to be tipped out. And Sabelko comes up with it. Sabelko now down to the wing, inside pass to Bates. Bates whistle foul. He'll go to the line for 2 as Teske is called with the foul. That'll be fourth foul, and to the line is Bates. And thank you to Jerry Barron Sons, featuring dog and pet food from Nutrisource and Diamond, located by Annabas Silo, Highway 25 Durand. First free throw is good. Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner. The Chenfit Smith Funeral Home, serving the Mondovi area. Visit chenfit-smithfuneralhome.com. Find out about pre-planning funeral services. Provisions Health, 3rd Avenue West, Durand. Healthcare your way. Find out more at provisions.health. Please thank all of our sponsors. They make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. And next free throw was no good by Bates. Rebounded by Arcadia as they go back across the timeline. 48-42 Arcadia. As Pronczynski now on the left wing now hands it off to Blaschko. Blaschko top of the key. And Blaschko now looking for a cutter. No one's there. And now he'll hand it off to Pronczynski. Pronczynski now looking for a cutter. And has to keep it back out towards center to Wegman. Wegman over to Pronczynski. Pronczynski into the corner to Grajaleski, who's back in the game now. Top of the key now is Blaschko. Oh, they're not calling the travel there. And back to Wegman whistling a foul. And a foul will be on, I think, the Panthers. Foul will be on Weisenbeck. His 4th. Foul's starting to pile up for both teams. And so now inbounding it will be Wegman on the far side. Anderson getting ready to come in. Over to Blaschko. Blaschko now back to Pronczynski on the left wing. To Wegman at center. Now back to Blaschko on the left wing. And he'll not hand it off. He'll pass it instead to Wegman on the right wing. Wegman now looking for a cutter. And back over to Blaschko. To Grajaleski. Grajaleski now passes it back outside. Head fake by Wegman. He'll drive in from the left wing. Puts up the shot. No good. And coming up with loose ball is Olmstead. Olmstead to Brydung. Brydung up and in. Nearly overlaid it. 48-44 Arcadia. 7:55 remaining. Inbounded now to Wegman. Back to Roddering. Roddering now. Not across the timeline yet, but does get across the timeline. This time loses the ball. Stolen by Weisenbeck. Double dribble on Weisenbeck. Anderson coming in for Weisenbeck. And so it'll be Arcadia ball. Inbounding it on the far side is Wegman. Wegman now will inbound it to Grajaleski. Grajaleski across the timeline. 48-44 Arcadia. Now head faking the three is Wegman. Wegman back out to Grajaleski on the left wing. Grajaleski looking for someone inside. No one home now to Roddering. Roddering comes back from the corner to the left wing. Top of the key now is Wegman. Wegman will drive into the lane. Kicks it back out into the corner. 3 ball. Whistle and a foul. Go to the line for 3 is Pronczynski. Foul will be on Sabelko. Thank you to Bauer Built Tire. Let Bauer Built take care of all of your automotive needs. Give them a call at 672-8300 or visit them online at BauerBuilt.com. First free throw was good. The Cottage, from floral arrangements to gifts for mom. Don't forget about Valentine's Day. Yep, it's the Cottage. Downtown Durand. Next free throw on the way is good. And the JKO Auto Body Shop with car restoration and collision repair. So JKO Auto Body Shop, Madison Street, Durand. And Pronczynski trying to complete the three-point play. And he does. Timeout. Arcadia 51-44. Raiders lead. 7:20 remaining here in the game. Thank you to Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store, Durand Fresh Market. Download the app for even more savings. Visit freshmarketwy.com for more information. Numbers are us, your daily money managers, 3rd Avenue West, Durand. Rhonda is also bonded and insured. Find out how a daily money manager can help protect your family. Give Rhonda a call at 672-8093 or visit her online at numbersareus.com. Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand. Visit Durand Smokehouse. Ask about the beef and pork bundles and the beef sticks too from Durand Smokehouse. Also Provisions Health, 3rd Avenue West Durand. Healthcare your way. Find out more at provisions.health. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcast. Without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight. So please thank all of our businesses for supporting our broadcasts. Okay, ready to go. And inbounded to Olmsted. Olmsted now will come across the timeline. 51-44. Arcadia leads. 7:10 remaining. Cross-court pass now to Brydung. Inside to Bates. Bates overlays it. No good. Off the back of the rim, and it's going to be off of Arcadia. It'll stay Panther ball. Okay, so now Anderson to inbound it. Inbounds it to Bates. Bates puts it up and short, no good. And coming up with a loose ball is Grajaleski. And across the timeline now comes Arcadia. Back over to Wegman. Wegman to Blaschko, top of the key now to Rodering on the right wing. Rodering, top of the key now to Blaschko. Blaschko now will try to run inside. Nope, can't do it. Gets back out to Rodering. Cross-court pass to Pronczynski. Pronczynski to Wegman in the left corner. Wegman out to the left wing now. He'll retreat back towards center. They'll start all over. Inside pass to Rodering. Rodering driving it out, kicks it back out to the corner. 3-ball on the way, shot no good. And rebounded by Olmsted. Rodering, I thought, had a clear chance to the rim. 3-ball on the way by Brydung, no good. And back the other way comes Arcadia. Over to Rodering. Now he'll put up a long 3. Shot no good. Knocked out, back out to the outside is Wegman. Wegman, bounce pass inside, intercepted and kicked. It was intercepted initially by Brydung. He couldn't hang on. Kicked by Bates out of bounds. Stays Arcadia ball. 51-44 Raiders. 5:59 remaining in the game. And inbounding it now will be Wegman. Wegman now over to Grajaleski out of the left corner. 3-ball. 54-44, back to a 10-point lead for the Raiders. Over to Weber now. Weber inside to Olmsted. He loses the ball. And coming up with it is Pronczynski. Quickly back the other way. Bounce pass inside to Wegman. Up and in. 56-44 now. Timeout, Durand-Arkansaw. 5:36 remaining. 56-44, Arcadia. Thank you to 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom, building smart fiber optic communities from the ground up. Find out more, visit wwt.coop. Riverside Grill, visit Riverside Grill for daily specials. Don't forget about that Friday fish fry, also that Sunday roasted chicken special that they have. That's the Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. They'll be hosting, by the way, the Durand Improvement Group's open house on Monday, starting at 5 o'clock. You'll be able to meet with members of the Durand Improvement Group and also the board of directors with the Durand Improvement Group during their open house on Monday. O'Galley Cheese Factory with cheese and meat trays and more for that get-together. O'Galley Cheese Factory, Highway 25 Durand, and Martin Transport of Mondovi. Visit martin.com for the latest job opportunities. It's better in blue at Martin Transport. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts. Without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight for tonight's game. So please, can't stress it enough, thank our businesses for supporting us. And now it's Panther ball after the timeout. 56-44 Arcadia. Inbounded to Olmsted. Olmsted to Weber, who's back in the game. Weber now to Brydung. Brydung to Sabelko. Sabelko's pass is tipped, and it's going to be a loose ball, and still a loose ball, and trying to save it was Grajaleski, but he's out of bounds. It'll stay Panther ball. So inbounding it now is Brydung. Brydung out to Bates at the top of the key. Bates now, as Olmsted falls down, has to get it back out to Weber at center. Weber now to Bates. Bates kicks it back out to Brydung. Brydung right wing. 3-ball! Brett Brydung with the 3. And inbounded now to Grajaleski. 56-47 now. Arcadia. Over to across the timeline. They get it to Wegman. Inside pass to Pronczynski. Up and in. Quickly back the other way now comes the Panthers. Olmsted to Weber. Weber now over to Brydung. Brydung's shot is short, no good. Rebounded by Arcadia. Gregaleski now across the timeline for the Raiders, leading 58-47, 4:35 remaining. Over to Smith now. Smith now back to Gregaleski, to Wegman. Wegman now, he'll drive inside, kicks it back out to the corner to Pronczynski. He drives in from the right wing, shot put up, no good, rebounded by Bates. Bates to Olmsted. Olmsted across the timeline now, back to Bates to Olmsted. Olmsted to Breitung. Breitung right corner. Bounce pass to Olmsted. Olmsted to Sabelko. Sabelko now to Bates at the top of the key. Back over to Sabelko. Sabelko over to Weber. Left corner, 3-ball. Rims out, no good. Rebounded by Smith. Over to Gregaleski. 58-47. Arcadia leads. 3:49 remaining. Gregaleski now. Does a little razzle-dazzle. Keeps it himself into the lane. Kicks it back out to the wing. Round the horn they go to Pronczynski, and he throws it out of bounds. Pass intended for Wegman. Wegman went left. Ball went right, and it's out of bounds. So Weber to inbound it on the far side. Inbounds it now to Olmsted. Olmsted will come across the timeline. Over to Breitung. Breitung to Weber. Weber now to Wittick. Wittick to Breitung in the right corner. Kicked. It'll stay Panther ball. So Breitung to inbound it to our right. Breitung over to Weber. Weber back to Breitung in the right corner. Bounce pass knocked out of bounds by Arcadia. That was Teskey with the knocking it out. Stays Panther ball. And inbounded to Bates. Bates loses the ball, and Arcadia comes up with it. Inbound, and Gregaleski will come up with it. And across the timeline we go. Over to Smith now. Smith back to Wegman. Wegman kicks it back out now to Smith. Smith now over to Wegman. Wegman on the far side. Comes in from the right wing. Whistling a foul. Foul will be on Weber for the reach. 58-47. Arcadia leading with 2:57 remaining. And so inbounding it to our left will be Teskey. Teskey looking, and gets it over to Gregaleski. Kicks it back out to Smith. Smith over to Wegman on the wing. Now out to Gregaleski, top of the key, to Smith on the left wing. Rotering in the left corner now, dishes it off inside to Wegman. Driving inside, up and in. 60-47 Arcadia. Across the timeline comes Weber. Weber over to Wittig. Wittig back to Weber. Weber cross-court pass to Olmsted. Olmsted to Breitung in the right corner, or in the left corner, to Anderson from the free throw line. Stop, shot, no good. And rebounded by Teskey. Teskey now over to Gregaleski. Gregaleski will bring it up across the timeline on the far side, leading 60-47 Arcadia. And whistling a foul. Foul will be on Weber. Going to the line for the 1-and-1 will be Gregaleski. Take it to the cell block. Visit the cell block for the Fish Fry Fridays. Don't forget about the soup and salad bar and other daily specials from the cell block downtown Durand. Durand Improvement Group, again, many hands make light work. Volunteer to help with community events. Visit durandimprovementgroup.org for more information. First free throw on the way. Short, no good. Tipped out, and Gregaleski comes up with it. And on the far side, whistling a timeout. Timeout Arcadia with 2:05 remaining, and Arcadia leading 60-47. Thank you to the Paul Slusher Insurance Agency, your American Family Insurance agent serving Durand and Chippewa Falls. American Family Insurance, insurance that fits your needs. Ryan's Sports Shop with ice fishing here. Visit Ryan's Sports Shop for all of your ice fishing needs. Also, Durand Napa. Farmers visit Durand Napa for custom hoses, bulk fluids, filters, tools, and parts to keep your equipment running on the farm. Annabeth Silo, your Husqvarna and Toro Lawn and Garden Equipment dealer, Highway 25 Durand. And Bauer Plumbing and Septic Service, offering plumbing and septic services for new construction or repairs as well. Call Chris at 672-8224. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts. Without their help, wouldn't be here tonight at Durand High School. So please thank our sponsors. Coming up, we have our Bowerbilt Panther postgame show. Rundown scoring. Hopefully we'll have some updated scores on the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Plus, we'll preview our next game and some of the other games we have coming up this week. Going to be a busy, busy Friday, to say the least. We'll tell you about that here coming up during the Bowerbilt Panther postgame show. All right, so it's Arcadia ball. They'll have it on the far side. To inbound it will be Teske. Arcadia leading 60-47. Again, 2:05 remaining in the game. Inbounded to Gradzileski, and he'll bring it up across the timeline. While Arcadia can kind of just take their time here if they really want to. Over to Wegman. Wegman back to Gradzileski, and he split whistling a foul. Foul will be on the Panthers. Foul will be on Bredon. Going to the line for the 1-and-1 is Gradzileski. Thank you to the Goodrich Funeral Home, serving the Durand area for 5 generations. Visit GoodrichFH.com. Find out more about pre-planning services. First free throw on the way is good. Whistling a foul. Now we got to talk here. Okay, so the basket counts, then there's no foul. Okay. All right, Alcivia Co-op, your Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster distributor, is Alcivia Co-op. Since the basket was good, I guess, well, now they're going to talk about it again. SFB, Security Financial Bank. Secure your future with your community bank. Security Financial Bank, West Prospect Street, Durand. Also, Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit adventhealth.com for more information. The refs are kind of figuring out, is it a foul or is it now? Because since the shot was good, we're still they're still trying to tell Sundstrom and Company, here, local tax experts. Call them now for tax planning. It is tax season. 672-4425. Okay, so the foul is on Black 12. Okay, so the foul is on Smith for Arcadia. So now Durand will get a couple of 1-and-1, but we have to first complete the 1-and-1 by Gradzileski, who does. So he makes them both. So now let's take a walk the other way. And now the Panthers get a 1-and-1 because they're in the bonus. And Anderson will do that. 62-47. Arcadia leads, 1:53 remaining. So first free throw on the way is good. Coming up, our Bowerbilt Panther postgame show. Brought to you by Bowerbilt Tire and Service, Durand and Mull Drive, Eau Claire. Both free throws by Anderson are good to make it 62-49, Arcadia. And whistling a foul. Foul will be on Weber. His third. Okay. And going to the line for the 1-and-1 now is Wegman. Thank you to Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, offering a full line of Whirlpool appliances along with installation and service of other appliances. Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, downtown Durand. First free throw is good. Prime Realty of Durand. Visit their website at primerealitymidwest.com. Prime Realty, they are the area's #1 home seller. Adams Super Service Durand, your Partners Network Car Care Center, downtown Durand. Next free throw on the way is good as Wegman makes them both. All right, so across the timeline now comes Olmsted, and over to Blaschko. Blaschko puts it up and in. Timeout, Durand-Arkansaw. I think that was a 3-ball by Brydung, rather. And so 3-ball for the Panthers, 64-52, with 1:42 remaining. All right. All right, so Panthers take the timeout. Thank you to NTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand, Endless Summer Fitness and Tanning. Around-the-clock fitness and tanning access, Durand. The Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, a division of Ansay & Associates, hometown agents representing you, not individual insurance companies, and Amplify Health in Mondovi. Please thank all of our sponsors. Again, they make our broadcast possible. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts. All right, timeout is done. And so now, pass nearly intercepted, but knocked out of bounds by Wittig. So full court Panther press here. Again, minute 41, 64-51, Arcadia. Technical foul on the Panthers. So, well, that means we'll get 2 free throws and Arcadia gets the ball back. So technical on Brydon. And first free throw on the way is good. Again, coming up, our Bowerville Panther postgame show. And free throw on the way is good. So Rotering makes them both. And it'll be Arcadia ball now. And Teskey to inbound it on the far side. 66-51 and loose ball. And coming up with it is Weber. And he gets fouled. And so he'll go to the line for 2. Fouls on number 23. Swagman. Well, that's part of this game has slowed down considerably here. So to the line is Weber. And first free throw is good. Next free throw on the way. Weber makes them both. And so full court Panther press now as Grajaleski gets it. They do get it across the timeline. Rotering will take it over, lays it, whistling a foul on Olmsted. Double bonus rest of the way here for Arcadia. 66-53. Arcadia leads. Minute 31 remaining. First free throw on the way for Rotering is short, no good. Bates comes back in for Wittig. Timeout. Durand-Arkansaw with a minute 31 remaining and Arcadia leading 66-53. Coming up, our Bowerville Panther postgame show. We'll try and run down some scores on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard preview, our next broadcast as well. Minder Ag Lender Conference coming up on Thursday. I'll be doing some MC work. The Ag Lenders Conference, that is going to be held in Eau Claire. Tomorrow morning on the WRDN Morning Farm Report in our Newsmaker segment, we'll be talking with staff meteorologist Mace Michaels about our weather, how it's been dry, and what the crystal ball says here for at least the rest of January and into springtime. Again, you can listen to the WRDN Morning Farm Report Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. All right, so back to free throws. Got one more free throw here by Rotering. Missed the first one. And on the way, and it's good. And so makes it 67-53. Olmsted quickly back the other way now over to Brydung. 3 ball on the way. Shot short, no good. Loose ball. Still a loose ball, and Arcadia comes up with it. Rodering now has the ball knocked out of his hand, out of bounds, but Anderson comes up limping. I think Anderson got it right where it hurts the most. Oh. So he'll be taking a few-minute break as Teskey now to inbound it. Intercepted to Wittig. Wittig over to Weisenbeck. 3 ball on the way. Shot no good. And Teskey now back to Rodering. Rodering back the other way. Minute remaining. 67-53 Arcadia. Rodering into the lane. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck across the timeline. 3 ball on the way by Olmsted. Shot no good. Teskey with the rebound. Back to Rodering. Rodering now. Goes up and in. Pretty much to put a exclamation point on this as Weber across the timeline. 3 ball partially blocked. Coming up with the rebound is Smith. Over to Gregaleski. They'll just slow this down here. 69-53. Arcadia going to win this game tonight. Panthers aren't even going to contest it at this point. So Arcadia wins it tonight. 69-53. And coming up, we have our Bauer Built Panther post-game show being brought to you by Bauer Built Tire and Service. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on WRDN.
Thank you for listening to tonight's Durand Panther Sports broadcast on WRDN. Time now for the Bauer Built Panther post-game show, brought to you by Bauer Built Tire and Service, with locations in Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Welcome back to Durand-Arkansaw High School, where tonight Arcadia wins it 69-53. Well, for Arcadia, Declan Gregaleski had 11. Caden Rodering had 22 on the night. Wow. Also, Ted Teskey had 4. Trevor Pronchinski had 13. Carter Wegman had 13. And Nolan Smith had 6 on the night. The Raiders now improved to 5-5 overall. Meanwhile, for Durand-Arkansaw, Sabelco had 2. Parker Elmstead had 9. Billy Weisenbeck had 7. Luke Weber had 12 on the night. Connor Wittig had 3. Max Anderson, 2. Dane Bates had 9. And Brett Brydung had 10 on the night. With the loss, the Panthers now fall to 6-3. Well, Arcadia won the battle of the boards. Simple as that. That was one of the big things, and they had the shots go down, especially in that second half. We just kind of couldn't get the shots to fall. And so Arcadia wins that game tonight, 69-53. Coming up on our Bauer Built Panther post-game show. Well, we'll see if we get some scores here on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Hope to talk to Coach Radetzky as well. That's all coming up on the Bauer Built Panther post-game show, being brought to you by Bauer Built Tire and Service, Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on WRDN.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
And welcome back to Durand-Arkansaw High School, where tonight Arcadia wins, defeating the Panthers 69-53. Well, let's take a look and see if we got some scores here on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. A lot of games going on around the area tonight. As let's see if things are starting to at least check in here. Looks like so far nobody's really checked in just yet. Alma Pepin is playing Melrose Mindoro in boys hoops tonight. La Crescent taking on Wabasha Kellogg as well in boys and girls basketball. Goodhue playing Pine Island in both boys and girls hoops tonight. Lake City taking on Lake City taking on the Mustangs tonight. Meanwhile, Mondovi, they are playing Cadott in girls hoops tonight. Prescott is at Altoona, and St. Croix Central playing Somerset. Those are just some of the games on the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Again, you can follow the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard on our website at realcountry1430.com. Just go to the sports page for that. Hoping to talk with Coach Rudetsky as well. Coming up later on this week, on Thursday, the girls will be here at the high school taking on Spring Valley. We'll have that game for you Thursday evening with the pregame at about 7 o'clock or so, tip-off at 7:15. Then on Friday, it's a doubleheader, a Durand-Mondovi doubleheader, as we're going to kick it off Friday night at about 5:30 with our pregame, as the girls will face Mondovi here at the high school. And then after that game, it's the boys' game that was originally scheduled against Mondovi. So the girls' game is the makeup game from earlier in the year. So it'll be a doubleheader on Friday night. That's going to be kind of a fun one, a Durand-Mondovi doubleheader. The girls kicking off starting with the pregame at about 5:30. And then after that, it's the boys' game, the originally scheduled game. After that, that'll probably be right about 7:15 as well. Again, thank you to all of our high school sports sponsors. Again, without their support, we wouldn't have been able to bring you tonight's game. Once again, our final score tonight, Durand-Arkansaw wins it, Arcadia wins it, rather, defeating Durand-Arkansaw by a score of 69-53 in the JV game. The Panthers won that one. They won it 60-25. You've been listening to Durand-Arkansaw Boys High School Basketball here on WRDN. I'm Brian Winnikins. Have a great evening. Been listening to Durand-Arkansaw Boys High School